Today we are at the end of chapter 18, and here we shall discuss in brief about the conventional signs and symbols. Actually, in a topographical map, we have lots of signs and symbols, and this complex versions gives us the variety of information about the physical and the cultural features. And these ones are called as conventional signs and symbols. Now they give a lots of information about the small place and are very simple to read because these signs and symbols are generally acceptable and standardized and are same throughout the world. And on every topographical sheet you will get one index of the signs and symbols that are being used on the map in the form of key or legend along with its meaning. But then too, as a part of some understanding, we should know some signs and symbols and their meanings. So on every topographical sheet you will definitely get some marks like that, and these signs and symbols are generally help in finding out the features of man-made and natural features. In man-made, we can try to identify the railways, the canals, the roadways, bridges, tunnels, and cities. And these man-made features are also called by the name cultural features. Even natural features also can be easily represented and understood with the help of conventional signs and symbols. They include the mountains, the plateaus, the plains, and the rivers. And here, sometimes it is necessary to understand the use of the signs and symbols because in topographies, basically on every topo sheet, you will get an index of the signs and symbols, but sometimes we need to know their meanings. And once you understand the meaning, then we can correlate the signs and symbols in the given map itself. So every topographical sheet has a index of signs and symbols. Let's try to identify some meanings and some symbols with its proper functions in the topographical map. Let's try to. Here are the few important the signs and symbols. Let's try to understand. First, state boundary. And here it is a series of light alternating dashes and dots are used. Dash and dot, dash and dot, dash and dot in a black color, state boundary. International boundary is not there in our topo sheet. District boundary, the separating the districts, but it is represented by series of bold dashes. Here you can see bold dash lines, but the color is black. Color matters a lot. And next one, Tehsil boundary. Tehsil is a particular taluka of that district is separated by the boundary, and this is by the series of dots, and these dots are also represented in black. So most of the important boundaries are there in black, just like Tehsil, district and state. Next, come back to the roads and railways, and these are called as the ways of transport. Now for transport, which type of roads are widely used in our given topo sheet? The first one is a metal road. Metal roads are also called by the name Pakka roads or the tarred roads. And these roads are being represented by two red color parallel line with the distance or the milestone. So this phi represents the distance stone or milestone. Next come unmetalled roads. These roads which are not Pakka roads, not tarred roads, rough roads, these are called as unmetalled roads, and these are also shown with the pair of red broken parallel line. This is the difference between metalled and unmetalled roads. Then comes pack track. Now pack tracks are the tracks made by the man for to travel animals, means on that road man and animals can travel, and it is shown with the single red brown line. Single red brown line which are dash. Next one, car track, and this car track is widely used in our topo sheet, and you should understand that because car track is generally shown with the red line which is a continuous line. Here in the map you can see, and it means what? It can mostly be used by bullock or the horse cart for traveling from one village to another village. So the difference between car track and pack track is car tracks are made to travel for the bullocks and for the horses, and pack tracks especially only for man and animal. So these four roads are there most probably on our map: footpath, broad gauge, meter gauge and narrow gauge, level crossing, and railway line with the stations. These are very rarely found out. Okay, footpath, generally the very dot lines that are used by the human beings. These are in a red color. Broad gauge, here it is written in front of that, and some other railway lines in such a way. Coming back to the bridges and tunnels, the bridge, railway line with the bridge, cutting and tunnel are generally not available in our map or not asked. Next comes water bodies. Let's find it out. This is important session. In the water bodies, we can have stream, or it is called as nala. Nala is a small river. Now take a look at, if it is in a blue color, then it is a perennial. If it is the same in a line in a black color, then it is called as non-perennial or seasonal. Next comes a river, or it is a nadi. It's a natural flow of large volume of water than the stream. Look at this one. And how much blue color, that much water represents into the river. Tidal river at its mouth, shown with an arrow. Relative height of the river bank. Now here you will see most probably this type of letters written with the 5R, with the 6R, with the so many R's. And what does it represent? It represents according to that signs and symbols. Here it indicates that it is the relative difference in the height between the top and the bottom of the embankment, and this is represented as a number followed by R. This means actually the symbol is of stream, and this stream has fifth meter or 5 meter depth. R means meter, 5 means 5 meter, and as it is of river, so it will show the depth of river 5 meter. Embankment actually it is a structure to build to keep a river out of flooding, and this is also used for